is that human nature doesn't change. And I think that can kind of guide what we think is going to happen in the future. Humans will continue to want to provide for themselves and their families. They'll want to procreate. They'll want security, and they'll want some level of financial security tied to that. So I think there's certain aspects about human beings that are not going to change. We're very competitive as well.
Mhm.
Another thing is that some of the big changes in society that have happened, if we put on our economics hat, are if you have a big change in supply or a big change in demand, that can create disruptions.
Okay.
And so you had the printing press. You mentioned Gutenberg figured out how to create little letters and make them interchangeable. That was
Mhm.
the big step forward. And suddenly you had a surplus of reading material, the Bible, starting with the Bible and others. And that led to more education, more consumption, and an increase in demand. Pretty cool stuff. What I think is interesting about AI right now is that there's an extraordinary surplus right now of cognitive power. ChatGPT
Mm.
has stunned us, and we're
Sure.
trying to figure out what that means. But I haven't seen a huge demand for the AI. It's creating some pretty cool opportunities for companies to innovate, some pretty cool opportunities for companies to have writing assistants or editors. I use ChatGPT as more of an editor than a writer.
Sure.
But I haven't seen this ground-shaking increase in demand because I'm not sure we've figured out what Gen AI in particular, how it's fundamentally going to give us what we want as human beings, which is security, the ability to provide for
Mm.
our families, and the ability to compete with each other. It has created a lot of fear and a lot of fear of missing out. So it's helping us indulge our competitive instincts, and companies are investing in AI hugely, as they should,
Sure.
because they want to compete more effectively. But we haven't quite figured out what the fundamental, huge, voracious demand will be that's related to AI. There probably will be some.